I want to thank you for joining us for the dedication of the renovated baseball field at Baran Park. As you just said, my name is Reggie Harris. I serve as an advisor to Journey House, but today I'm your MC. But before we begin, I think we need to give a quick shout out to the man that's really been the inspiration over the last 45 years for all of this goodness that you see, and that's Felix Mantilla. And somewhere here in the house, I think over to my right and your left, is Kay Mantilla, the wife of Mr. Mantilla. In 2016, Felix and his son had a vision, and they shared that vision with Journey House. It called for a major upgrading of this park that had fallen on some, fairly bad times. Journey House bought in. Next, at a breakfast we were having at the Pfister, Jody Majerus from the Majerus Family Foundation, they stepped up to the plate. Followed by Wynn. Yeah, let's give them a hand for that. But also they were followed by Craig and Wendy Caston, the Zilber Family Foundation, the Bennett Family Foundation, Metal Craft of Mayville, the Fund for Lake Michigan, the Pig Charitable Trust Foundation, and the Brewers Community Foundation, to name just a few. So let's give them all a big hand. Now, once the bases were loaded, Michelle Bria and Journey House stepped up and they hit a grand slam. They reached out to the Scots Field Refurbishment Program, a wonderful partnership between Scots and Major League Baseball and all of its clubs. The program is designed to give back to communities and kids nationwide by renovating baseball and softball fields similar to what you have here at Baran. And trust me, this is a world-class baseball facility for our kids, which is a wonderful thing. Now, woven into Scots and MLB's DNA is a strong belief in giving back. And what better way than offering kids an opportunity to get outside in the fresh air, put down laptops and all that stuff, and play the great game of baseball. Now, in a moment, a ceremonial first pitch will be thrown by Felix Mantilla Little League star, Lizette Contreras. And behind home plate, you can look for former Milwaukee Brewers star, Bill Castro, a pitcher though. And given the fact that Bill was a pitcher, I asked Lizette to go easy on him. He's not a catcher. After that, Felix and a few of his teammates will gather at home plate for a ceremonial ribbon cutting. And batting cleanup, the Cal Ripken Foundation will follow with a really cool baseball clinic for the kids. Amanda?
Hello, Milwaukee. You couldn't have asked for better weather. I got off of the plane today and I thought, oh, I don't know if we're going to make it, but this is awesome. And at Scots, we truly believe that the lawn is about play and about engagement in the outdoors and that experience. I really can't think of a better partner in those ideals than our partners at Major League Baseball and its clubs. I really thank them for the efforts in this and really making this possible. And I also thank the Cal Ripken Senior Foundation and Fields for their contributions to making this possible. It really does take a lot of people to bring this all together, so thanks to all of them for their support. Field refurbishments are only one of the ways that we give back to communities and to youth all across the nation. We're really excited to be here in Milwaukee today. I think Milwaukee is incredibly important to Scots and also all of our partners back here. We love this city, and we hope that the work we've done here really not only impacts the community, but also opens the door and provides access to the game of baseball and all that really comes with that, the teamwork, all that you learn from being part of a team, opening the door to that for the youth in Milwaukee. Little League has really built the foundation, and teamwork kind of follows through in that. In my upbringing, I was a catcher, a softball catcher back in the day, and I carry the teamwork ideals with me today. The knees don't quite match up, and the physical characteristics, but those ideals have really carried through in my work life and my personal life. So it really makes me proud to be part of something that really keeps that tradition going. So in closing, thank you for allowing us to be part of this experience. We really look forward to being out there and experiencing that with you, and we look forward to seeing what Baran Park does in the future. Congratulations, Milwaukee.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I am so excited to be here. The sky has lightened up, the sun is out, and it's just thrilling to be a part of an amazing project like this. My name is Cecilia Gore, and I'm the Executive Director of Brewers Community Foundation. And our mission says that we harness the pride, passion, and commitment of our fans, players, and other supporters. And so I think, as you know, if you're dealing with Journey House or Felix Mantilla and all of the supporters, that you got a lot of pride and passion to harness, and it's just beautiful for us to be a part of this effort. I want to thank Scots and MLB and all of the other partners. Funders are always talking about collaborating, and I think that this is a perfect example of how collaborative partners can come together to make a difference for this community. And I have to tell you that normally I have a smile on my face, but when I met this young lady here tonight, I just brightened up because she just looked so good in her uniform, and I asked her how her season was going, and she said, not bad at all. And so I'm hoping we can take that karma and we can harness it and go Brewers.
Well, good evening. I'm Mayor Tom Barrett, and I want to welcome all of you to the Mantilla family reunion. This is special to me on so many levels. It's great for the community. I love baseball. You're listening to a guy who was at the last ever Milwaukee Braves game and was an usher at the first ever Milwaukee Brewers game. And I still love going, go Brewers this year, let's make it to the playoffs. That's message number one. And Reg Harris, our MC tonight, and these were the two studs in our class. The two guys who led Market High to a 26-0 basketball record our senior year. I was in about the 14th row of the stands. But when I realized that they were involved in this, they are special people, and they are people who can get things done. So listening to Felix and Reg talk about how they had worked with the Majerus Foundation, and Jody's here today, and Rick was a mentor for many of us. That's very special. The Cal Ripken Foundation, of course, the Milwaukee Brewers Community Foundation, all of the different groups that they brought together. But then came the real winner, and that's Journey House. Because Journey House, as we all know, has a track record here on Milwaukee's South Side of just performing magic. And Michelle and her team can work with absolutely anyone to get things done. And we had the great honor of working together over at Mitchell Park to make sure we could get the Packer field there. So it makes sense that we moved to baseball here at Baran Park as well. So Michelle and her team have been phenomenal. But the big winners here are the kids who live on the south side of Milwaukee in particular. That's who the winners are. And we are in the midst of Hispanic Heritage Month, and this week we just talked about it at City Hall, where on the south side of Milwaukee, particularly in the zip code 53215, we have the most kids in any zip code in the entire state of Wisconsin. And to have kids have access to a facility like this is phenomenal. And now I'll speak as a dad, because my son went through North Central Little League, and it's one of the happiest times I had as a dad, because you see these kids coming out here and just having unbridled fun. It's just they're playing because they love to play. Everybody's a future major leaguer when you're playing here. And so I think doing this, and in particular doing it on Milwaukee County Park, this is where this field should be. This should be a Milwaukee County facility. I'm glad that the county and Felix and Reggie and Journey House and everybody were able to make it happen here. This is a happy ending because so many people were committed to the children of Milwaukee. This is a great day for our city, a great day for our children. Thank you all for being here.
Buenas tardes. My name is Eddie Santiago. I'm Chief of Operations for Milwaukee County Parks. I'll keep this brief. Just want to kind of mention the amount of work that these folks at Journey House did just to get, even before getting here, even before building this. The amount of effort that Dr. Bria and her staff, Coach Brown, Martin Weddle, and her entire staff, the board, everyone was so involved, and it was an uphill battle. The Milwaukee County Parks obviously just doesn't hand out one of our jewels to just anyone, and we knew it was going to be in good hands, and they're doing a great job with it. And it's not over. It's going to be a great deal of effort from here on out. So encourage all of you to get involved in Journey House, and thank you very much.
Michelle Bria, I'm the CEO of Journey House, and it warms my heart so much to see all of you here today. I want to give a special thanks to our scholar athletes who are out there. Can I hear you, scholar athletes? Let's give it up for the parents. This happened because our scholar athletes and our parents and our community came together to say, we want to honor our youth. We need something better. Let's work together to renovate these fields to make them world class. And when you see the fields tonight, I know you might not see them behind the banners, but we have a world class facility for our young people. I'm so honored. I want to thank the parents for all the hours of coaching and coordinating and practices and games and study halls. I want to thank the kids for knowing that it's more than baseball. It's about education, being good community members. They give back and contribute. I want to thank all of you here because we wouldn't be standing here tonight without you. So thank you, thank you, thank you. We are not done, as Eddie alluded to. This is phase 1, is the high school field. Phase 2, you're going to see very soon all that being demolished, and we're going to create 3 synthetic infield Little League fields with a T-ball, and then eventually another mini Journey House because we've outgrown our site. And our scholar athletes, they study before they go to practice, so we need some classrooms here so that they can study before they get onto the baseball fields. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're going to have a ribbon cutting now, and then if everyone, after we cut the ribbon, will gather, and we're going to watch this amazing pitcher, one of the fiercest pitchers in our league, who's now a rising freshman in high school. Lizette Contreras is going to throw the first pitch. Thanks everyone for coming tonight.
One more, keep your eye on that ball all the way through the zone. There you go, that's a good swing.
One more, where you going? Finish it up.